Okay. So, just coming on to obviously next week, the event that is Mayweather-McGregor. First of all, what have you made of all this stuff with Malignaggi walking out of camp, the footage that Dana White released, and the pictures that their team released? What have you made of that whole situation regarding Malignaggi?
First of all, it's been great promotion. Secondly, I think that was a little bit unfair, but if anybody who knows anything about boxing would not even consider taking a 5-second clip from a 12-round spar to mean absolutely anything. And then also, if you really, really know boxing, if you really, really know it, then you'll understand that sparring doesn't really mean a thing. I've been beat up by guys. I wouldn't say beat up, but I've had guys who haven't been able to ever win a British title get the better of me in sparring coups. I've had guys who just about survived that area title level get the better of me in sparring. Some days are good, some days are bad. Some days you just have to suck it up and be like a punch bag for these guys. And it's even worse when you come in and you're a name or you're a trophy to these guys. So don't take absolutely anything from sparring, especially a 4-second clip. After you put up like 6 or 7 full rounds, I've gone, oh, well, he looks angry there, you know what? I'm not really taking anything from it because Paulie and Floyd are two totally different fighters, but it would have been nice to have seen 4 or 5, maybe 6 rounds of it gone. But you know what? He looks like he's adjusted well there, but you cannot tell an absolute thing in 3 seconds that's been posted. I mean, it's not possible.
I mean, it's good to hear you admit there that people at that sort of lower level have got on the better of you in sparring. I'm not sure too many times I've heard boxers come out with stuff like that.
I mean, listen, I'm just honest. I've had loads of guys get the better of me who haven't never even won a British title. I remember, I'm trying to think, there's loads of occasions you're all right. Sometimes you're just not at it in the gym, you're not on it. But what I will say is, all that matters and all that people care about is what happens when you get under the lights. And from my experience and my knowledge, I think no one gets the better of when I get under the lights. I always only look at one man who got the better of me, and that was Connor Stevenson. So always remember that nothing matters until you get under the lights. You know, gym sparring is exactly what it is. It's sparring. You're there to show. It's like saying, people go to university and they study every day. They do the mock exams and then they do all the revision and all stuff like that. Well, does the revision count now? Does the mock exams count? Because ultimately the only thing that people care about is the final exams and the results. Boxing is no different. Nobody cares about the preparation. Nobody cares about the coursework. Nobody cares about the build-up. They only care about the final result. Conor McGregor could knock out 20 guys in the gym, but if he gets blitzed within 4 rounds next week, that's going to mean absolutely nothing what went on in that gym. You understand what I'm saying? The gym will mean absolutely nothing if a guy is renal conscious on fight night. No one cares what you've done in the gym. That's why I always say no one cares about excuses, because all it comes down to is what happens on the night. No one cares.
We've seen clips of obviously the media workout he had recently, and he was being mocked for some of his moves in the ring and stuff. What did you take anything from any of the workout clips that you see? I don't know if you've seen any.
I don't really pay too much attention to media workouts. I mean, the purely just of the media and the purely just the show. Yeah, I've seen the funny arm movements that he's doing and stuff like that. He's got a fantastic range of movements, I'll give him that. He moves the closest I've ever seen to an animal for a human. But I also know that he works on special functional movements with his body, with a special coach for that kind of thing. So, each to their own, each to their own. One thing I'll say about Conor McGregor, he's a fantastic athlete and an amazing athlete. He really is. Works very, very hard. Has lived the game inside and out. His children profession, which is mixed martial arts. and he's very good at what he does, mate. Now, he's the best self-promoter on the earth at the moment.
I know, he's even better than you at that.
Mate, he's outstanding. I'm terrible, I'm crap. Don't worry about me, man. My days are numbered.
So, just finally on that, how competitive do you think that fight is actually going to be?
As competitive as Floyd Mayweather wants it to be. There's no way you can turn up in a boxing ring and fight the greatest fighter of our era and of our generation, and then you go in there on your professional debut and expect to be able to keep up with 12 rounds. Insane. I mean, it's like, well, the best way to say it is, we've seen an established amateur boxer, one of the best, probably the best amateur boxer I've ever seen ever in my whole life, Vasily Lomachenko. We've seen him try to beat not an outstanding world champion, but a good, tough, solid world champion, Orlando Cerrito, on his pro debut, I think it was. And he came up short. Now, you've got Conor McGregor, who's never had an amateur fight in his life, never had a professional boxing fight in his life, trying to go and was the pound and pound best fighter of his era of our generation. And people think people think he's got a chance. Whoever thinks he's got a chance, people need to stop their taking to. Because it must give you an amazing feeling, and it must do some crazy stuff to your brain. It's not possible, Coops. He should be 100,000 to win, and I'm not joking. If he wins a week Saturday, he single-handedly just destroyed boxing.
Well, fight week is next week, and we're going to see it unfold. Listen, something's going to happen in that fight. We don't know what, but it's not going to be as straightforward as people think it will be. So I don't mean as in terms of who's winning that fight. I mean something will happen in that fight. A talking point will happen in that fight, no doubt.
I don't see it, mate. I just think he'll get in. He'll have a look at him for a round or two, play with him a little bit, and then he'll just absolutely explode. He'll stop. If this goes past 12 rounds, I'll be amazed.
You can't see the possibility of going 12 rounds, no?
Not even a chance in this world. Number one, he's not conditioned for it. Number one, he hasn't got the experience to do it. And number two, he's never ever in his life thought, listen, Nate Diaz outpunched him at times in the first fight. Nate Diaz was going to Floyd Mayweather and lose all that. Nate Diaz outpunched him and then choked him out. That's what he done. There's guys who can stand up with him in the octagon. He's coming up making it one of the fastest fighters I've ever lived. Trust me, you've never seen speed body punching like what Floyd Mayweather's got. You've never seen it in his life. Ever. Believe you me, mate. He's in for a world. He's in for the shock of his life.
We shall see. Are we going to see you anywhere in America next week or not?
Potentially, we'll see. You never know what's around the corner, kid.
You never know. All right, well, listen.
You just never know.
Listen, if you're there, we'll catch up. If you're not,
I'm sure we will.
Okay. All right. Tony Bellew, thank you very much for joining to iFL TV. And like I said, we'll catch up with you soon.
Take it easy, man.
Top man, Tom. Thank you very much.
See you soon. Take it easy, man.
Bye, mate.
Ta-ra, bro.